Hi everyone, and welcome to the support group for Hurricane Sandy post-traumatic events. We're going to meet here every week. This is the YMCA in Long Branch, and we're going to meet every Thursday at 8 p.m. So it's kind of after all of you guys are done with work, and you might bring your children to a babysitter or so on and so forth, and it's going to be really easy on you guys to come to. I'm Noelle. I have an LCSW degree license, and I got my MSW from Monmouth as well. So I am licensed to run a support group. Now what we're going to do is just go over some rules and guidelines of the group, how you guys feel about it, and things like that. So we're going to meet, like I said, every Thursday at 8. It's going to be for 1 hour. We're going to talk about breaks. Are you guys okay with having some breaks in between, or would you like some breaks? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So your break is going to be maybe like once during the session for 10 minutes if you have to go to the bathroom or so on and so forth. No cell phones, just so we can kind of all connect with each other, things like that. So those are some of the little rules that I have. Now we're just going to go over each and one of you so I can get to know all of you. We're going to go around, we're going to say our name and kind of how we got here, like anything that's affecting us post-Sandy, and why you think, the support group might help you. So here we go.
I'm Alan. I'm having trouble finding a place to live. I'm living with my aunt right now, so just having trouble with that.
That's really good. Can we all welcome?
Hi.
Thanks, guys.
Welcome.
Next.
I'm Mary. I'm from Manasquan, and I too am trying to find a good place to live, as well as kind of coping and dealing with the loss of my house and my whole town. So, yeah.
Welcome, Mary.
Welcome, Mary.
Thank you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Toma. I'm from Long Branch, and I currently live in a shelter. Trying to get a place. I lost my house. Also dealing with that, and I'm kind of depressed. So that's a lot to handle. That's why I'm here.
Welcome, Toma.
I'm Jessica. I'm from Seabright, and I lost everything in Sandy. And I'm now living at my dad's house, and I'm staying in the laundry room because I have a puppy, and I can't have puppies at my dad's house. So we're living in the laundry room.
Welcome, Jessica.
Jasenia, I am currently trying to rebuild my home. It was flooded and it suffered cosmetic damage, but it's still livable. So we're trying to still power through it.
Welcome, Jasenia.
I'm Christina. Similar to Jasenia, I had some cosmetic damage, so we were trying to live in the house while we were doing renovations, but it's now been at the point where we had to move out. We were staying with family, but it wasn't really working, so now we're in a hotel, and it's just a lot of expenses.
Welcome, Christina.
My name's Lucas. I'm back living with my parents now after the storm, and still looking for a job because I was working in a restaurant and it got destroyed in the hurricane, so that's kind of where I'm at.
Welcome, Lucas. So now we're going to do something I like to call scaling questions. We're going to rate our answer on a scale from 1 to 10, 1 being sort of like the most negative kind of response, and 10 being the most positive. So my first question for all of you, we're going to go around each one of you and ask you this, so a scale from 1 to 10. Kind of like your comfort level being in this group right now, today, starting.
10 is the hot.
10, so sorry. You're right. That was a great question. So 1 is going to be your comfort level, like you're not comfortable at all, and then 10 is going to be you're really comfortable.
I'd say about a 5.
Okay, good.
About 5 as well.
Comfortable about the group? Is that what you're
Kind
asking?
of just like being here, doing a support group. Like how much you feel comfortable with having a support group.
I would say it's 7.
Yeah, I'd say about a 7.
Same. Yeah, we're here for this, so I think around 7.
I'm going to say about out what's going on and my struggles, especially to a group. It's a lot to have all these eyes looking at me.
Well, hopefully we can get you to that 10.
Go with a solid 6.
Solid 6, good. Okay, and then the next scaling and last scaling question I have is, on a scale from 1 to 10, how helpful do you think your family and your friends, and you could even tie in maybe the government and the state, how they've helped you with everything, how helpful do you think that support system has been since the hurricane? So 1 would be, that they're not helping at all, or you feel totally helpless, and 10 would be they're really helping.
I'd say a solid 6.
Great.
Friends and family, a 10. The government, on the other hand, we'll get to that.
That's a great.
I would say a 4 because why is it taking so long? I need my house back. I need help, and someone needs to help me. That's why I'm here. So I say a 4.
I'm actually gonna go with like an 8 or a 9. Helpfulness.
Great.
Yeah, I'll say like about an 8 for me.
I'm gonna agree with Toma. I'm about at a 4, somewhere around there. Probably, as I said earlier, my family is helpful, but not so supportive. We're in the hotel, and then the government, they're helpful, but not as helpful as they could be.
Yeah, I think I'm about where Mary's at, where, my parents took me in, so that's good. I think they should do that, but, I still need a job.
Great. I just want to go over one last thing also. What is everyone's expectations for the group that they're in right now for the support group?
My expectations just deal with, I guess, the depression of losing your house.
Okay, so maybe some of us are suffering from depression.
I'd say along the same lines, just, we can help and support each other through this time.
I expect to, get support from members of the group and gain resources to move forward with living without my house.
Yeah, I guess just my anxiety levels are pretty high. I think like a lot of people don't understand if they didn't go through it themselves, so I think everyone here kind of understands.
The same way, everybody here is understanding, and we can help each other or help the group and move forward.
Yeah, definitely just looking for some positivity. I think that everyone, we can help support each other. That's probably the biggest thing.
Yeah, I basically just came here to meet other people that were going through the same things I am.
Nice. Well, I think we all are, so that's great. The next thing we're all gonna do, I'm gonna have you all do, is you're all gonna get a piece of paper, and I want you all to draw a simple genogram of your family. So, I think all of you have a pen, right?
Yeah.
What's a genogram?
Yeah, that's a great question. I was gonna get into that. A genogram is basically, sometimes we really like to do it for 3 generations, but you don't have to. If it's hard for you, you can do 1 or 2. And it's just a basic family tree. But I'm gonna put the symbols up on the board that you can use. And you're just gonna kind of draw out the family tree. And I want you to have some emphasis with the symbols I give you on kind of conflicts, where the areas of conflicts are. With regards to your home life and your family members, and maybe a conflicting relationship if there's tension or things like that. So I'm going to put some of the symbols up here, which blah blah blah, male, female, right?
Thanks.
So just do them a little bit. Maybe if you have daughters or sons.
3 generations, you said?
Yeah, and if you can't do 3, you can just do 2. And if you need help, you can ask me. Also, notice that one of the symbols are a jagged line, so that would obviously mean tension in your relationship to that person. Some things you could also include are agencies, maybe a FEMA or a state agency that you've had tension with post Hurricane Sandy. So that's great to think about too.
How would you show how you have strong relationships with someone?
Yeah. Strong would just be a straight line. Yep.
Straight.
So pretty simple stuff like that.
If the person's dead.
Mm.
Sure,
Right.
that's
An X. Would you like me to put more symbols on the board?
Let's see. That's my
Yeah,
dad.
they're going up.
That's a square.
Okay. Okay. Yes. Great. Doesn't have to be like.
3 generations.
Yeah. Well, you don't have to go through. It could be 2 generations. So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go around, and each person is kind of just gonna view. You know, just have the group view it really quickly. Gonna show the group, and each one of us are gonna assess something that they see in that genogram that they haven't seen before they were doing it. So, and this could include a strength that you see, a support system, maybe your spouse or your children, or something that you didn't see before. And it could also include maybe something negative you've seen before. But we're really gonna try and focus on the strengths perspective here and just see the support systems that you have in your life when you're going through this.
All right, so this is mine. It's very sloppy, but I'm not really close with my parents, so I'm more close with my aunt.
Great.
And I have a son who lives with me, and I'm divorced.
Wonderful. So he's really close with his aunt, so that could probably be a support
And
system.
we all live together. So.
Awesome. Mary?
I'm close with my parents. I did move back in with them when we missed it. Kind of bounce back together.
So there's a connection there. Very good.
Kind of a weird relationship with my brother. He didn't really come. He's an EMT, so he was off and doing his own thing. Yeah, a little jagged here for Chris Christie, but
Okay, that's wonderful. Okay, so there's some tension between a political figure, Chris Christie. Great. Has he not been helping you, or?
yeah, I think we could just use a little more,
Right.
Yeah.
Great.
So this is mine. I have a good relationship with my parents. I'm having tension with my husband and my kids because, after losing our home, he wants everything. So it's like starting over, starting all new life, and they're having issues dealing with that, and they don't know how to handle it. So.
Right.
Well, you can't really see my highlighter, but that's okay. Here's me. I have my dad up here. Like I said, I'm back with him. There's a lot of tension with my mom and my brothers. They really have been very helpful through this. I also have FEMA on here because FEMA has actually been really helpful.
Wow, that's good.
And then I put my dog. She's the reason we're living in the laundry room. But I don't mind because she's my puppy.
Great.
So this is mine. It's really, I'm trying hard enough, I guess. But I have a close relationship with my mom. She's been helping me a lot with the renovations and stuff. I don't really speak to my dad, but that's okay.
Okay, so maybe as a group we can kind of support her through that and help her work through that.
Yeah, and I'm close with my siblings.
That's great. So your siblings are a great support system, so you kind of see that visually now. Wonderful.
Okay. So I think I have a lot of things in common with some of the people here, which is helpful. This is mine. This is me and my husband. Right now we have a good relationship. We kind of like teamed up and we're working through this together. We do have 2 children, similar to Toma. You have 2 children, right? That's what I thought. But through all of this, I don't have a good relationship with my mom. She kind of looks at it as though I'm an adult and this is my problem and I need to take care of it and that she can't be bothered. And then I don't have a relationship with my father. We don't speak, so he's not someone that I would turn to.
This is mine. It's not that great as well. As you,
Oh, it's great.
I noticed that I don't seem to, I have a poor relationship with my paternal grandfather, and as we've been this dotted circle to keep on living with, but I do feel a strong connection with my mom.
Wonderful. So your mom might be a great support system that you finally now notice, seeing it on the genogram. That's a great purpose of the genogram. Okay. Now, sort of kind of to begin to end the session, we're going to talk about resources. Are there any resources that come to mind that you want to share with the group that could kind of help them, such as like a government agency, something close by to your house, even a person in your life that's been exceptional to you post Sandy? And not everyone will have something, but you could just kind of share it amongst each other. Anyone could shout it out, or anyone can think of anything.
FEMA has been really
FEMA.
helpful.
Great one.
You can just go online and fill out. There's a questionnaire. I think it's like 100 questions
Good.
based on like level of damage. And then I was able to meet with someone from, I think she's from like Alabama. She works for FEMA. They came up, and she assessed the damage, and then they'll just deposit money that they deem, they decide the amount they think you need, and they'll just deposit in your account.
Wonderful. Okay, so that's a great goal, like for the group. As we go on, we can kind of put resources together and see how each one of us can help each other. Great. Wonderful. Now we're going to kind of do one more scaling question, 1 to 10 again, about how you might feel now after we've kind of just gone through some things, we've gotten to know each other. Do you feel more comfortable? So, something like that. So 1 would, obviously be not comfortable at all, and 10 would be the most comfortable.
I'd say bump it up to a 7 now.
Great.
Because,
Wonderful.
I'm more support for people that are going through what I'm going through. That's nice.
Great. Wonderful.
I would say that an 8.
Great.
I would say an 8 because I realize there's other people out there experiencing the same thing I'm going through, so I'm not alone.
That's a great connection.
Yeah, but I think it's a 9.
Yeah, about the same. Now I see that there's more resources I wasn't aware of. So
I'm gonna say an 8. I definitely feel a little more comfortable than I did before. It's nice to see that I have things in common with other people. That's supportive.
6.5. That holding steady, but it's a little bit.
Progress.
We'll get you there.
Yeah, it's only been a little bit.
Wonderful. Is there anything else that you guys expect from me as the facilitator of the group?
Can I get out highlighters?
That's
We'll let that one
great-
slide.
But you're doing a good
Great.
job. Besides.
Maybe we can all bring some snacks and things.
That's wonderful. We can do that. That's a great rule to bring to the group. So we can maybe take a break and have a snack for a minute or two. So that's wonderful. Snacks are good. Anyone else have like expectations for me as the kind of the facilitator? I'm just gonna let you guys mostly talk amongst yourselves as the group goes on, just so we can kind of support each other. Because I really feel like that's a great start to a group, and you can kind of get to know each other better if I talk less and things like that. So that's wonderful. So I will see you all next week at the same time, 8 p.m. Thursday. Thursdays. Thank you.
awesome.
Thanks.
Thanks.